Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to use the playback feature right from inside the cameras your devices page. As I previously mentioned, there are two options. You can use the playback right from here, the dashboard, or you can do it right directly from your cameras page. I myself like this option better because you have few less steps than the one from the dashboard. So let me load up my camera in live view mode. Okay, and then all you gotta do is select the camera and then simply click on the playback down here. See, it's a lot easier and quicker because you don't have to go and select the camera. You already have the cameras on screen. Like here I have cameras 2, now I have camera 1, so let me do a playback using camera 1. Select the camera, come down here on the playback icon, tap on it. By default, DMSS is gonna bring the data from the current date. Okay, right now we are on April 13, 2023. Okay, and it starts from, and this is the timeline, starts from 0 a.m. all the way up until 24 p.m. This is again in a military or 24 hours format, and if you are not familiar with that, anything after 12 p.m. it's usually called 13 and 14 and so on and so forth. Okay, for example, right now let's say 13, 14 should be 2 o'clock and 3 and so on. So that's not the purpose of this video, but this is pretty much in 24 hours format. Like I said, we have the calendar with the current date. If you want to change that, click on the calendar, go to the day or date that you want to retrieve the data from. I explained on the previous video how to do playback from the dashboard, and I explained how to use these features. I also mentioned something about capacity, why you may or may not see the same amount of days that I have available here. That varies from the recorder to recorder, depends on the capacity, the amount of memory that you have installed on your recorder. My recorder holds about 30 days of data, some other recorders may hold less days, and like I said, this is totally up to you. You have the option to upgrade, and it varies from recorder to recorder. In my case, I used Fool's Day, April 1st. I also mentioned that it's important to keep this all selected. Some cameras, they have extra features like people and vehicle smart motion detection. You also have the option to alarm. Some other cameras, they have pet, they have smart motion detection for pets. But I always recommend you guys leaving this all options selected. So we're going back to April 1st, 2023. Okay, to change the month, as you can see, we have the year / the month. If you want to change that date, come here. I meant the month. Okay, click on the little arrow, and then you can switch. You have like the calendar. If I want to go back, let's say to March 1st, hit here to confirm, and then you're gonna see that we can go back up to March 16th. Before that, we have no data. The way I tell you this is because the days that I have information, they usually are marked with like bluish bullet. It could be different colors, it could be in different positions, the date could be highlighted, but that the date is different from the other ones. For example, 16 does have data, 15 does not. Okay, so let me go back to April 1st, 2023. Okay, and then confirm that, and there you go. April 1st, all types of record and hit OK. Now the DMSS is gonna start pulling up the data from that day and filling up the timeline, and we gotta wait until the process is complete. Okay, so let me slide it, drag it to the left so I can have more, you know, precision on the time that I want to go. Let's say 10 a.m. in the morning. Oops, sorry, I'm using an emulator. Sometimes the mouse does not really work well. Anyways, you got the idea. So let's go to 9:58, close to 9:58 here. See, now I have some activity. As I mentioned on the previous video, you have quite a few options. You have the option to take a snapshot. If you click on this camera icon, you're gonna take a snapshot of that very moment. Okay, you see the time it's running. See, activity, a person. Let's take a snapshot of that moment. These files are not saved directly to your device's library by default. Okay, I'll show you where to find them. So I just took a snapshot. I also have the option to record, manually record that moment. Let me click on this camera recorder. It will start recording when the bullet will show up here on the upper right corner, upper left. Okay, there we go, start recording. I'm not gonna take too long with that, you know. If we click on it again, it will stop. Recording saved, and it will save on your internal DMSS folder. Okay, the other option we have, I like this option better than the scissors, and I'll show you why. With the little cam recorder, you have the power, you know, and the ability to start and stop right from it. With the scissors, you have the advantage of, you know, going more specific, but you know, it takes a little bit more of time. Let me click on this. When you click on the scissors, you're gonna have to go pretty much through the same process as if you were clicking on the little camera. See, then you have to click on the play to start recording, or you know, that's the start time for your playback, and I'll wait until this car is gone. Boom, then I'm gonna stop. See, now the DMSS is gonna ask you if you want to download start time and end time, anything between 9:56:59 April 1st 2023 and 9:57:05 April 1st 2023. If I hit OK, it will download that data and save it inside the same folder that we're gonna have in our DMSS library. That's pretty much how we do with playback. We don't use this feature. This is a fisheye feature. If you happen to have fisheye camera, which we do not for this video. Fisheye, it's like a camera that can give you 360 degree field of view, you know, but we do not have this kind of camera. But that's pretty much what you could do with fisheye. That's all for the playback. Let me go back here, show you how to access those files that we just saved. Okay, so let's go one step back. We are now on the main page of our recorder, and I want to go to the dashboard or main page. Okay, main screen, home. Come down here where it says me, and you're gonna find this my files section. Select all, and then we have here a few options. You might find more or less files, you know, depending on how often and the amount of data that you've saved. So we have it divided in two sections, video and picture. Okay, so if I wanna share this file with someone, we gotta do is you can either tap and hold the video or simply click on the little edit button on the upper right corner and then select the file or files that you want to work with, and down here you're gonna have the option to share, and when you select share you're gonna be able to choose the option that you're gonna be selecting to share your files. Could be Messenger, email, WhatsApp, Telegram, and whatever kind of social media or social app that you have on your device. Okay, same thing applies to photo. Okay, you can tap and hold, or you can simply select by clicking on the edit button and then selecting the file or files. Okay, so let me cancel that. One important thing that I mentioned on the previous playback video is at least up to today, that is a limitation when it comes to sending files over the internet with some apps. For example, the regular text messenger, I believe it does not allow you to send files larger than 20 megabytes. Same applies to email clients like Microsoft Outlook or so, and a few other options. So I know that Telegram, WhatsApp, and a few other communication apps out there, they have like a larger limitation for attachments. I know Telegram, I believe it allows up to 2 terabytes file to be sent over the app. With regular messenger, I don't think you can go that far. I believe WhatsApp goes 200 megabytes. It might change by the time you're watching this video. Probably all this information that I'm saying right now, they might be gone, they might not be applied anymore. But so far, April 13, 2023, that is this limitation. Okay, so when you thinking of sharing a video with a friend or even with the police, keep in mind that if the file is too large, you may not be able to send it over via email or regular text message. You can either use one of these mobile apps such as WhatsApp, Telegram, or you can simply save it on your phone, on your like a thumb drive, USB disk, and external memory, and hand it over to whoever you need. So okay, I believe that's all. And oh sorry, let me go back here, I forgot to mention something. I only mentioned about sharing. Okay, the other option that we have is save. When you click on save, you are simply creating a copy of that selected file and sending it to your phone's library. Okay, as I mentioned before, by default DMSS won't save your data automatically on your phone's library. It saves inside its internal folder, and if you want if you want to have a copy of it on your phone's library, select the file and then click on save. At this moment, then you're gonna have this file on your phone's your device's library. I'm not gonna do this because I'm using an emulator, Android emulator, so it's not gonna make much of a difference, but that's what it is. If you hit save here, you're gonna make a copy of this file and send it over to your device's library. And I think that's all. I hope you liked the video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave us a comment on the comments section below, and we're gonna do our best to help you out.